pilots are telling us the currents are fairly high here too, which would be consistent with the increased turbidity.
Okay, starting to stretch out.
We'll just wait for the boat. Perfect. Slow and steady, here we go. Just hold it.
Adjust your bubble cam to porch view. You got the ground on it.
Thank you.
Yep.
So we're just waiting for the ship and Atalanta to get settled out here, and then we'll approach the ship properly and continue our photogrammetric survey. So Chris and Sarah on the previous watch had done the starboard back half of this of the ship, and so we're gonna meet them halfway here at midships and work forward towards the bow. There should be a couple of guns, looks like, on our scan, and then we'll work our way around the bow, get some shots, and then do the same thing on the on the port side, working aft, and then towards the aft there's there's some pretty serious looking
bridge nav.
Big chunk out of it.
Big chunks taken out.
Yeah. Move 9 meter, bearing 055.
And that, my understanding is that's the torpedo damage.
Boy, it's amazing. On our scan, you can see very clearly the damage on there. It's like just a big. Looks like somebody took a bite out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost looks like a bite. Nice. Little scary moment earlier with the the tether wrapped around itself a little bit, and at Atalanta it's very easy to do with all these currents and kind of dynamic shots that we're trying to get. We worked our way out of it. Hey, Dave.
I fixed this so that those came up.
That's
That's the way you want? Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
yeah. Thank you very much.
Just double check because I looked at it. Is that wrong?
Nope, that's exactly so. Yeah, the port's on the left and starboard's on the right.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
That way you don't have to think so hard. Which is get both hamsters running.
Okay. So we should be in position with Atlanta. I'm keeping a little bit larger of a separation, just in case current backs off. I don't want us to swing towards the boat.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Atalanta's kind of on top of me already, so.
Yep.
Are they, looks like they're drifting still, huh?
They're steadied up right now, or they should be.
Okay. All right, I'm going to approach her.
Okay.
Maybe keep me a little tighter.
Let's go 2-0?
Yeah.
Okay, coming up.
Okay, here we go.
Looks like we're coming back on the hull now.
Okay, I got you at 19 right now. Start.
Are you going to press in?
Okay. I'm back in visual contact. And we're somewhere about midships, basically.
Yeah.
And we'll be working our way down the starboard side towards the bow.
There's that gun mount we were looking at earlier before coming on watch. Let's see again where the deck is collapsed.
Is this about where they left off, guys? Anybody in the room remember?
Yes, this is about where we left off. I think we covered, this is the,
Yeah. Well, I think
yeah,
you're-
the smokestack
you're right at
hole.
the spot,
Yep.
basically, I think.
So I think we can continue moving forward from here.
Great, okay.
And we've
What
got
are
the
your
cameras running again,
These
so
guys.
I think we're good.
What do you call those?
Gun tubs.
Gun
Tubs.
tubs.
Are you planning on coming back down and doing the lower section back the other way?
No, we're going to be doing this way.
Got you.
So, but I will be coming down, so we're just going to do the same kind of
Up and down.
square wave pattern.
Got it.
Jet
Okay,
engines
coming down.
Wow.
Mike, you can keep me a little tight too, because we
Yep.
are kind of
I'm at 22 delta.
a little closer. Perfect.
The float you see in my cam is your top float.
Perfect. It's handy because you have a good understanding of the floats on the tether. You know exactly where we're at with that stuff.
Bridge, nav. Move 12 meter, bearing 180.
Dang it.
Coming down a little bit. All right.
It looks like the hole for one of the funnels, and it looks like we've got part of the crane there in the forward part of it. So we should be over the aircraft hangar now. And that looks like part of the catapult, maybe.
Yeah.
Ben, are you all right if I reset DVL?
Wow.
Yep, go for it.
That would be the crane for the
Yeah.
plane, and the catapult here.
Yep. The hangar would be right here.
Much better. Thank you.
So we think this structure is part of the hangar? On the left?
I think so.
Yeah. Wow.
You can still, I think, in front of that hole we saw, you can see part of what appears to be the crane. It's collapsing down into this area.
Dang it. So I think this button died or something. It's joy I gain. have no joy gain.
No.
This means my headings are going to be a little more exaggerated. A little more jagged.
Wow.
paint this a little.
We were now looking inside the hangar.
Wow.
Bridge, nav.
What's the capacity of these hangars?
Move 1-2 meter, bearing 180.
We could probably
I
fit
believe they
Herc in
carried
there.
three
Fit
float
Herc
planes.
in there?
Yeah,
Thank you.
there's a...
That looks like
Our scientists ashore don't recommend trying to put Herc in there,
yeah.
just in case you...
No, I don't think there's any
Be
risk of
creative.
that.
Yeah.
There's the pedestal.
I think we tempted
What's that
fate
blue
enough
thing?
today.
Yeah.
These the silos again. Look at all those gooseneck barnacles.
Wow, oh, that's what those are. Huge.
As
Looks
well
like the
as
catapult kind of fell off of it, but it's still there.
This is really nice imagery.
It is, it's oddly parallel
Yeah,
and
no,
sequential.
I think they're too symmetrical, I think.
Yeah.
Looks like she kind of buried herself in the mud up here.
Yeah.
Looking at the sonar image, it's kind of, looks like she pushed.
Slid,
Yeah,
slid one. And what's that box, you think? Is it an ammunition box?
that is a good question. Appears to be your Degaussing cable.
Yeah. I think that one really is too.
We're degaussing.
Someone online says it looks like a signal box.
Signals flag box, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting, you can kind of tell the direction of the prevailing current here with the way the growth is.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, there's I got that shot composed there if you want.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Her depth, I'm sorry, was what, 600 meters? Is that?
658.
658 meters.
Yeah, thanks, Ben.
Coming up a little to get that davit in there. There we go.
Nice.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah.
There's a davit.
Davit like that for a small boat?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I could use that on my
Oh,
That's
boat.
where the ship's whaleboat
So the
would be.
whaleboat davits? You just have one set of davits on each side for the whaleboats.
It's like, again, part of the crane is in view there. this wreck has a lot of sea life on it, like the other one we saw.
Yeah, well, I think when we're done with this, we'll plot the abundance of sea life versus depth, and I think we'll find a very nice relationship. It also looks like the lighting has been improved quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're a little closer, and I think Tess was messing with the settings a little bit, so she got it good.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Awesome job.
Working camera magic. Okay, I got a superstructure here on the right. Watch out for.
Is that the end of the catapult?
Ooh,
Yeah.
hello.
So Frank, I think that's the end of the catapult there. Whoop.
No lines? Any lines?
I don't see anything.
Jacob, I think what we'll do is have you stay there until I'm ahead of the ship again, or at least Atlanta, just so I can lead the charge. That way I can get underneath any lines. We'll see them.
Yeah, I don't see anything popping up. Bring my delta up just a bit.
Other
I'm coming back down.
Okay.
public questions? So this is now the forward superstructure.
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's really
This didn't show up. That's cool though, with the gun there, like that.
yeah. Wild.
So Frank, what do we think this large structure that we're kind of just below? Is that just part of the aft superstructure on these ships, or what is that?
This is the forward side of the ship.
Forward superstructure.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did we see I looked away for a minute. Did we see the casing for the forward funnel? Is that still there, or is that gone?
I didn't see it.
Hold on for a second, Ben.
Sorry?
Hold for a second. You might have something coming up.
Yeah, the superstructure folds in on me.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay, we just got some of the questions in the chat, and one of them is a question about how much did the aircraft weigh that the crane picked up. Do you have any idea about that, Frank?
I have to look up the specs.
Come up on your tether.
Yep.
Are you zoomed in?
I am zoomed in.
Okay.
I'm at 14.
Awesome.
Yeah. That was.
Yeah, we'll come up
Wow.
a little tight there.
Yeah.
Question for our pilots. Interesting question. Do you know of any ROVs that use infrared light for imaging?
No, not infrared. It's absorbed in water too quickly, so the wavelengths are just absorbed as heat in water. So they don't. The red light doesn't transmit very far. So they often use different wavelengths, like green lasers
and
or
you know,
blue. I've seen blue or
yeah,
purple.
the attenuation notch is at the green frequency for sure. And a question for me about describing the Drix staffing. We have on shore 7 people. We'll typically have we have 24-hour day watches. The Drix can stay out for a number of days at a time, so we'll run 24 hours a day, 2 people on watch. But we also have to have the ability to service the Drix when it comes in, to refuel, fix engineering problems, and we kind of have an overall supervisor. So the 6 people who are standing on the watches also serve multiple purposes, both in terms of operating the Drix, monitoring the Drix, fixing the Drix, fueling the Drix, and then a couple of them, and I'm doing some of it here, are processing the data. So we've got a network, a local network that I can share with them, and we take turns processing some of the data too.
So I'm going to spend a little time here painting some of this.
Larry, question you had about the weight of the plane. I'm not sure which float plane she carried, if it was the Seagull or a later model, but a friend of mine, Travis Davis, who is superintendent of the battleship Texas, comments that if it was the SOC-3, the weight is about 5,400 pounds for the plane.
Okay, thank you. And another question.
Thank you, Travis.
Another question, did she hold an OS2U Kingfisher?
That's what I don't know.
Yeah.
Those black strips look like, and I'm drawing a complete blank on the name, look like those things you see put on the deck for traction.
I think they
Non-skid.
are.
Non-skid, yeah.
Yeah, well.
The whole thing is just kipped over to the side. Wild. I mean, it's kind of precarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see there's someone commented and corrected me about the bell from the Northampton is, from this particular one is actually a Patriots Point, South Carolina. I got confused. The bell from the ship which was named after this one is the one that's in the city of Northampton. So thank you, Mr. Anonymous user, who corrected me on that. And I should have known that because I'm the one that sent it down there. So
but they were both named Northampton.
Bad on me, you know.
They were both named Northampton, right?
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Patriots Point did an exhibit on cruisers way back when. So I prefer to see things out on loan and where people can view and enjoy them rather than sitting in the warehouse. People often, equate our storage warehouse as as that last scene in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and we're really trying to move away from that analogy because I don't want people to think we lock up the naval's heritage, where it's never seen. We're hoping to change that kind of concept to make it more of a campus where people can learn from them, from the artifacts in our history.
Can you zoom out?
Yep, zooming out.
Jonathan Womack says he touched that bell. I hope he was wearing gloves.
Yeah, we have tremendous structural failure here.
Yeah.
Deck's totally collapsed in.
I was commenting to Hiroshi at lunch that we were talking about the capability of the long lance torpedo, and it really was a beast. As we can see, the Japanese destroyer sailors knew how to use them, and we're seeing the result of that.
Is that the bridge windows? Underneath there?
Are we that far forward yet?
Yeah, I
I
think
think so,
Yeah,
Yeah, we're certainly in the area where the bridge should be, yeah. So this is, I suspect, part of the bridge superstructure.
yeah, must be here. Just solely on its side.
Yeah, the foretop
Yeah.
is
Looks
around
like
you.
it's canted over
Yeah, like
quite a bit.
50 degrees or something. Wow.
It's kind of sad to see her in this shape. The Northamptons were quite handsome ships in appearance.
Yeah, you can tell just the way this, I mean, this is put together. It looks,
Yeah.
a really good looking boat. Yeah, those, looks like those windows are,
Yeah, there we go.
There
we
you go.
try and get it centered for you guys on the
That'd be
cinema.
great if you just pause for a second.
Get that.
Yeah, thank you. It's a
bet.
good shot.
I'll hold there just for a sec. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. One moment. Coming back. Okay.
Thank you. Should be coming up on the forward gun turret too.
It is. It's just on my starboard side.
Yeah.
That's the back end of it there. So,
Oh,
Yep,
hey
there we
Jacob,
go.
could I get a pin
Look
on
at how the deck is
that
collapsed
superstructure
around
where
there.
it's
Wow.
collapsed? I think it's just B. N-O-R-B.
I think things are calm enough if you wanted to do introductions.
Okay,
No?
there you go.
An hour 15 into it.
All right, Jacob, why don't we start with you?
Oh, actually, he's busy.
Bad time.
I
Okay.
gave him a job. Sorry.
I guess I'll start. Hi, everybody. My name's Ben Irwin. I'm the Herc pilot for this afternoon. Is it afternoon? I guess it is. Yeah, I'll be flying on this for the next 3 hours. And yeah, hope you enjoy it.
Wow.
Mike Burns. I'm your Atalanta pilot for this shift, and yeah, get to enjoy this wreck. So.
All right.
Jake, I don't think you're on SPL.
Oh, oops.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so Jacob Stock, I'll be your navigator, and I'm looking forward to having a safe dive with everybody.
Yeah, we can do with it.
I'm Tess. Am I? Yeah, I'm on the spiral. I'm Tess. I'm the video engineer.
And so much
Yeah.
more.
And so much more.
Keeper of cameras.
That's right. Documentarian.
Keeper
I learned
of
that Tess is a
cameras.
very recent graduate of UCSB, is that it?
Yes,
SB.
UCSB.
Okay. I'm a graduate of UCSD.
Oh, wow.
In a script sense.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Wow. Look at this, the collapsed structure there. Wow. Deck is totally warped.
Is this the base of the turret?
This should be the base
deck
of one
house,
of the turrets.
the turret is attached to the top, yeah. Looks like a possible boat boom there lying against the deck.
And I'll walk back and we'll get a good view of it here.
Or the Paravane. Boom. But yeah.
No, the turret didn't have portholes, did it? Did it?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry, this
That's
is
the backside of.
Yeah,
this is the
Oh, no,
base there.
that's that's the base.
Sorry,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Here's the
that's
turret.
part of the deck
Yeah,
house. Now we're
yeah.
coming up to the turret.
Right,
You can kind of see the bottom part that would rotate
right.
on the track. There should be, here comes the rangefinder in the back there.
Yep.
There's a picture in the Navy's collection showing this particular mount, or this particular style of mount, being manufactured at the Washington Navy Yard during the 1920s.
And that's the periscope.
Broken off there.
Sticking out
Huh?
the top, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
yeah.
actually, for those who are interested, there's actually one of these, we'll call it the gun house for lack of a better term. It's not the turret, but the top part that we're seeing here, minus the guns, was taken from one of the spares that the Navy maintained ashore, and it was used in the atomic testing in Nevada in the 1950s. And the gun house still sits out there in the Nevada desert. It's my hope one day that we'll be able to go out there and retrieve it.
Wow.
Well, it's probably a place where it'll be preserved best.
Yeah. It's interesting also that when the war ended, these ships were largely, obsolete. They were pretty much at the limit of their stability, and over the limit really, and the electrical generating capacity, to operate modern systems was also at its limit. But the Navy maintained the surviving ships of this class in mothballs until 1959. Yeah, thank you, Randy. I believe it was the Louisville. It was sent to Nevada from Mare Island Naval Shipyard. There's a story about it online.
There's the other turret there. We'll get there.
Yep, turret number 1.
Were they
A
actually?
lot more growth on these gun turrets than we saw on the
Were they
other.
actually that close to each other?
Yeah.
Wow. And they all swung around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the deck is pushed up a little here, though.
Yeah.
It's like it crunched up.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
I'll get around there in just a moment, fellas. Is that a toilet?
Or a sink.
All right.
Can you zoom in on it?
Sure. Yeah, Tess, if you'd
Okay,
like.
yeah.
There's obviously a huge crack right there too. It does kind of look like a toilet.
Yeah, it does look like a toilet.
latrine, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Should I zoom out?
Oh, you can hold it for a moment. Cool.
Is that a table?
Some kind of table. Some shells there.
Wow.
Yeah, looking at the internal structure of the ship.
Okay, Tess. Thank you.
And we are
Thank
starting
you,
to see
Tess.
a little bit of a rustical type
Yeah.
structure that we hadn't seen on
Look at
some
that
of the other wrecks.
beautiful anemone on top of the stanchion.
There's composing your central shot if you want to.
Yes.
Of the toilet.
I think this makes it feel very personal, and it's a good,
It does. I mean, it just.
very human element.
Yeah, you're looking inside at what would have been a crew area, and
According to Jonathan, it was the gunnery office's wardroom
Oh wow.
toilet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Backing down. Excuse me. Sometimes this air conditioning gets you. I'm gonna get down to the base here and step over. I think I passed up my. Okay. All right, let's go back up.
It's like one of the scupper drains there.
This is a cool view.
Oh yeah. I can try and back away. Let's see what our lights do with the whole turret and that deck house. See if I can't get a nice larger shot of it all for you.
Look at the sea life exploding on those guns. Noelle, what kind of sea life that is? Those.
It looks like some kind of corals. It's hard to tell exactly what it is, and then there's
Lots of anemones, huh?
lots of anemones, and it's
My scientific name would be a pink coral.
pink coral. I think some of the white ones are maybe a type of black coral. And then we've got gooseneck barnacles on the guns there. That they've been really prevalent on this wreck. It's been really cool to see.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've seen coral growth like this on any
Yeah,
of the
no,
others.
absolutely not. This is definitely the first.
Having seen some of the footage of the wreck of the Indianapolis, her guns are still, pretty much painted as they were when she sank. There's very, very little sea growth at that depth, and yet you look at this one, it's just, covered.
And the depth of Indianapolis is
much deeper than
so
those.
thousands of meters.
And it looks like the guns are actually resting on top of turret 1.
All right. Well, remember that crease.
Yeah, but it looks like the deck may have collapsed a little bit too, and that. Yeah.
You got that break right there on the deck.
Yeah, wow. Pretty big crease. You can see the crunch here on the deck.
Looks like the access hatch to the turret under the range, just forward of the rangefinder.
Wow. Okay, so these big protrusions at the aft end of the turret, so the rangefinders, there's also 2 smaller ones, protrusions at the front of each turret.
Well, we saw that on the New Orleans. I don't see that on these.
Okay. Yeah, so that was straight at one point.
And you can see again just how the deck just collapsed right there.
Wow, that's a pretty crazy image there. Could you? Maybe we can pop up there and see again. Could you adjust that screen for me to center us up a little, Jacob, when you get a chance?
Question about if we know how many
Oh yeah. Yeah, anytime. I'm out of everything.
Are there any mothball fleets left that we're still?
Navy doesn't really keep ships in mothballs like they used to, because once a ship is taken out of service, you know, with the electronic systems and everything, you know, to bring them out of mothballs and return them to service is really kind of prohibitively expensive. And it's probably easier just to, as I said, to build another ship. But they don't really lay them up like they used to. Because even in mothballs, they do require maintenance, you know, even though they're not active, you don't have a crew aboard, you know, they still require people to look after them to make sure they're not sinking. And the way they used to do it after when they were laid up after World War II is every 5 years they had to be dry docked, you know, for hull cleaning and just, you know, routine inspections. So given the number of ships that were in the mothball fleet, you can imagine what that must have been like.
So another question for you, was this class of cruiser welded or riveted?
Riveted.
And I think there's a consensus I see from many folks that the buckling is probably due for hitting the bottom. There was a question if there's a berm around there, and there is. In the Norbit, you can see quite clearly.
To go back to your rivet versus welding question, when these ships were designed and built, welding was still fairly new, so non-structural members and things like that were usually welded, whereas the ship's hull and things like that were still largely riveted.
So were the rivets, did that create a watertight surface? Like if you just put enough in there, it was watertight?
Well, I mean, it as watertight as they could get, yeah. But
or did they put
some of these ships that were damaged, like when New Orleans, you know, when her bow was blown off, when she entered the Navy Yard for a new bow, it was welded. It was a welded structure, not riveted. So she ended her career, you know, as kind of a part riveted, part welded hybrid. Yeah. But riveting was seen as a more structurally sound technology for the hull section.
And these guns are all the way down, is that?
That's what it looks like,
yeah,
but I don't know if that's just the perspective.
I don't know.
It almost looks like they're drooping down.
Exactly. I mean, it's certainly not a natural position.
Well,
Well, no, maybe it is a perspective issue.
Maybe it's just the perspective. Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah. If we're seeing the effect of refraction.
Yeah. Because I'd never seen gun barrels bend like that.
Look at that.
And again, look at just forward of that. It's pretty much collapsed. And
I'll get a nice shot here coming up.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think it'd be cool if at some point we could kind of wrap around the forward part of.
A guy commented to your question about rivets, and it's well said. It's if riveting is done right, it's a perfectly watertight.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, and that's some serious damage there.
I always wondered about that. No, I'm going to come down a little more, just get some of the beams in there. Let's see.
I'm gonna
that's cool.
decrease my delta, just getting pulled around. So
yeah, like I said, the joy, I can't access my joy gains, so tiny movements are translating really largely.
That's cool.
okay, coming back, giving you some leash. All right, delta of 10. I'm still getting pulled off, so.
You are, or me?
I'm getting tight on you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jacob, we can move forward maybe like 10 meters or so. Whatever your step is. Oh, you're on it. Gotcha. No worries.
Okay. There you are.
Sorry, Mike, I wasn't understanding what you're.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to back out here just until we're settled out. Just.
I'm going to go ahead and increase my delta.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like her bow is kind of sheared off a little bit, but it appears to still be here.
Yeah, you can see it's there's an offset on the Norbit. You can see that the whole thing is shifted to the starboard side. I kind of get the impression that this vessel hit the bottom a lot harder than any of the others we've seen. I think we're seeing a lot of the damage from hitting the bottom.
Had some velocity when it hit, huh?
You look at this and it looks like an ancient wooden shipwreck at this point.
Yeah. Again, a testament
skeleton of a wreck.
Yeah.
Should have my guns right above me here. Be a little careful. Yep, there. I'm going to drop down a little and just kind of scan this forward section.
Sounds good.
Just keep an eye on my noggin so I don't loop my cockpit.
Yeah, just that one gun is overhead at the moment. Dropping down.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, okay. I wonder where's that radar? That's a magic radar that works underwater.
It only penetrates a couple centimeters. yeah, you're safe. It's not on SPL, it didn't happen. That's right. We know. All right, here you go. Okay, perfect, awesome, yep. What are we seeing here? It's like, oh, what,
like
the
a
anchor,
motor.
the anchor windlass, huh? That's a big chain there on the bottom. Yeah, it's the windlass. Is it still a windlass if it's on the ship? They called it for big anchors.
I believe so, yeah. I think it's a windlass with the gypsy wheels.
Yeah. Sometimes they change it on you between ships and boats. That was a little shark.
Oh. So cool.
I think we should
Create a
call it
shark.
name the shark Larry.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
Steal a couple of shots. Yeah.
Although we haven't seen that much, bless you, we haven't seen that much fish life, really.
That's true, yeah.
You see,
Sorry, I'm having a sneeze attack back here. 1 second.
All right, see you, little buddy. Good luck. A dog shark?
Yeah.
Those look like the capstans.
Or a cat shark? It looks like it buckled and then twisted.
yeah, twisted.
Yeah.
It looks like it slid a little too, sideways.
It's just it's like crunched in here.
I'm back.
Yeah, I don't know. Exactly what we're looking at.
Okay, they say if there is a hull number, it would be on top of this section, just behind the left of the anchor.
I'd be surprised if we see it,
Yeah, I
given
think
the level of growth and damage we're
everybody
seeing.
would. And so
A lot of
would
detritus.
Jonathan.
Now watch us see it plain as day.
His next comment was not that I expect it to be visible. So.
So who's Jonathan?
Jonathan Womack, who's one of our shore-based experts. Been commenting with very helpful information.
That's so great to have people be able to tune in.
It is, and there are a number of folks who are doing this, and to me it's wonderful to watch the conversations they're having with themselves. No, seriously, it's
I'm also
really
grateful
academic debate.
Wow.
and I'm grateful for some of my friends who run some of the museum ships back in the Conus area that are watching us live and are sending me messages, adding what they believe some of this stuff is. So there's the anchor.
There's the
Yeah,
anchor,
it's still
Oh
catted.
boy, oh yeah, oh that's a
And looks
Wow.
like what's left of the forward jack staff.
Could you put the lasers on the kind of? I'm just trying to get an idea at the V-tip there, just how thin this is in terms of So
Over here, this thing?
no, just somewhere on the what's vertical, the part that's vertical now. There you go. Yeah, a little more down. But we get the idea what 10 centimeters is. So yeah. I mean,
You mean this little tip right here?
yeah, just how narrow, absolutely narrow the bow is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jacob, could you drop a point on the bow, please?
This
Okay.
particular
Charlie.
style of bow is called a clipper bow for obvious reasons.
I can come down a little more and raise this a little. Sorry, overshot. Okay, press it in.
I'm slowly coming up behind you for that wide turn.
Great.
I have a comment from Travis Davis from Battleship Texas. He was looking at the booklet of general plans for one of Northampton's sister ships to Chicago. Going back to what we thought was a toilet, he just says that was the gunnery officer's stateroom, and that had its own private sink.
Wow.
So it's
Oh,
probably
wow.
a sink, not a toilet.
Okay.
And it does look more like a sink thinking back at it. So again, thank you for that comment, Travis.
That's incredible that they've been able to pinpoint what room
Yeah.
that was on the boat. That's awesome.
It really does humanize the whole situation to see like tables and cups.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Sinks.
All right, just painting this top. So this is the top deck of the bow.
Yep.
And it really is impressive how sharp it comes. Okay, we're gonna wrap the front and then we'll do the same on the starboard side. And then, not sure our shift will have time to do the central run, but,
yeah. On the port side, I think.
excuse me, port side.
Her sister ship, Chicago, would later be lost in the Battle of Rennell Island near here. Of course, she was damaged during the Battle of Savo Island in August of '42. Survived the battle and was repaired, came back, and sunk not long after that. So there are 2 ships of this class and this general, that were lost in this campaign.
One of our viewers say it was a cat shark.
Oh, so that is, this is just the top. It folded over.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Excuse me.
I definitely was misinterpreting that. Wow, look at that, how sharp that is. It's crazy.
If you've gone up to one, you can put your hand around it on
Frank,
either
you
side.
said this was called a clipper bow?
Yeah. Very distinctive from the succeeding Northampton class, and very distinctive from a Japanese design. It's kind of a graceful curve to it.
Bridge nav.
There's a lower
Move
cam
3-2 meter, bearing 092.
Frank?
Appears to be her bull nose.
Did you get some shots, Noelle?
I did, yes,
Okay.
thank you.
You did, okay.
Curl.
Some imagery from this side too.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting to, we've now seen 4 ships in the same area, kind of roughly the same area, yet they each presented us very, very different pictures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, in many different ways.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. That's not natural. Okay, so that's, yeah.
Looks like it just twisted and sheared.
Yep.
It looks like the lower half of it.
So we're waiting for the ship at this point. We're just getting maneuvered into position before we step towards the aft. I'll get some more shots for Jonathan.
Well, let's see if we see 26 here anywhere.
Is there any idea how far back it's supposed to be?
Should be kind of close to the anchor, I believe, just aft of it.
Look down. So that's the anchor now.
Yeah.
you zoom in on the anchor itself may have some...
Anchor won't have any clearly identifying thing. Those were kind of, you know, standard pieces that could be interchanged between vessels, so you'll get data about the anchor as far as its weight and size and all that, but that's about all you're going to get off of that.
I'm not seeing any paint left,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
I'm not
guys.
seeing anything either. The shot up on the left there is a nice, kind of good view of that bow structure.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. And it looks like the top part just kind of peeled away from it. I think you can almost see the little, the hole in the very bottom tip of the bow where the Paravane would go.
The what?
You see that
little
tiny projection from the very bow, the bottom of the bow?
Yeah, so that's the little bulbous front end, is it?
Yeah.
Right there.
Slightly bulbous.
What do they call that? A keel bulb, or what is it? Is there a name for that?
Yeah. Ship's dead eye. Paravane clump.
Bridge nav. Move 25 meter, bearing 030.
The slightly bulbous bow structure we're seeing, that was a result of model tank testing to improve efficiency of the ship's hull through the water.
And Frank, you said that tine at the bottom of the bulb there, it's called the ship's eye, or
Dead eye.
the dead eye?
Yeah.
There's a bottom shot there.
Paravane clump fitting or a dead eye.
should be about good to start coming around.
Here we go.
That's starfish.
Yeah.
First one I've seen.
There were a few on the Vincents as well, different species, but
Nothing.
Hey, man.
So are we moving down the starboard or the port side now?
Yeah, we're coming,
Okay.
we're just starting up the port side, or down the port side, depending
So
on.
hopefully I will get to see the name of this transom that I missed earlier.
Yep, no, I've insisted, we're not leaving until.
Right. Gonna chain myself to the table.
Yeah. We'll also
Frank
get
is
to see
protesting.
Yeah.
we'll also get to see the area of the torpedo damage.
Yeah. Director Cox, I don't know if you're still online. I see a active indicator by your name. Do you have anything you'd like to add about the Northampton from your perspective? Director Cox is my boss at the Naval History and Heritage Command and is actually the curator for the Department of the Navy. Saddens me to see all this trash alongside the hull like this. I mean, it's
I think this, for those
kind
of
of like
us,
vandalizing a graveyard.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think sadly for those of us who've been on many cruises like this, it's almost inevitable.
Yeah.
But to be honest, nothing as bad as the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean
Really?
Yeah,
trash,
they're
trash everywhere.
pretty bad up there.
Yeah, if any of our other scientists ashore who have V-Link access have anything you'd like to add to the Northampton, please feel free to chime in. We'd love to hear your insights as well. One thing we've chatted a little bit, Larry, about, these wrecks as kind of artificial reefs and man-made habitat, and was reading a little bit about, just some other perspectives on shipwrecks and ecological colonization. And oftentimes shipwrecks are very isolated events where they're just, alone, and they create this habitat in kind of a sea of where maybe there's not much else going on. And it's kind of interesting to think about this context where we've got these kind of stepping stones of shipwrecks and that connectivity, and if you see what kind of patterns would emerge in some of those ecological communities when you've got this really dense aggregation across this pretty small area.
Yeah, that's a really interesting question, and I think, and I'm not a biologist, but I would think that what would be very, very interesting is to see the progression with the prevailing current, because
Absolutely.
the initial inception has to be with little polyps and things that come and settle on things, and is it settled equally along the line? Or
a spatial analysis.
Right,
if anyone's out there looking for a master's project, you can do a spatial analysis about the colonization rates and patterns of iron bottom sound shipwrecks. Yeah, Leila Hamden, who I was mentioning some of her work yesterday at University of Southern Mississippi. I was pulling up some of their papers, and yeah, they've done quite a lot of work looking at the microbiome of shipwrecks and looking at the spatial scale of change. So kind of intuitively, for the most part, you know, you get different communities really close to the shipwreck and surrounding shipwrecks, and then it changes as you move away. And yeah, when you have these multiple shipwreck sites not far away, it would be cool to look at those patterns.
And of course, Leila and USM are partners in OECI. Actually,
Absolutely.
I was talking to her from the Brisbane airport on my way here.
Very cool. Yeah, it's cool to work with that consortium and be a part of, you know, so many cool organizations all working together.
There's a gun view.
This is great, yeah.
Look at
Oh,
that.
wow,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
On this little camera here. So that's where I'm driving, not the little guy first.
Wow.
Is this turret 1 again? Or?
Yep.
Should be turret 1.
Looks like they're completely filled,
Very
too,
cool.
the actual barrels.
Yeah, I noted that too. Like, yeah, these barrels seem full of sea life.
Yeah, they're great
see some
surface
of
that
the-
stick out into the current as an isolated feature.
Yeah. Jonathan points out you can actually see the ammunition loading trunk. That structure just under it.
That's rectangular structure just below it, yeah. Yeah, you know, the more I think about it, it would be an amazing study to look at why the growth is so different on each of these vessels. But we also, as I said, you know, to be honest, that shark was the first fish I've seen the entire time.
Yeah, I've seen a couple small fish.
I've seen jellies or
yeah.
but things, but
We saw oh, what was it? Jeff Drazen would be so disappointed in me. It'll come back to me. Luckily, I don't think he's listening.
fortunately. So a lot of our experts are talking about how this ship is really kind of self-destructing in many ways, and certainly much more than the others we've seen. And maybe that has...
She's also shallower than the others. And
it looks like it hit a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's just an impression I get. And maybe there's something about being sunk by torpedoes that kind of just breaks things up into, that creates an inherent structural.
And maybe it started with a higher velocity from the surface, huh? Like it filled up with water super fast and then sunk with some speed.
my archaeologists back east have been working with a group surveying 2 aircraft that ditched at Jalluit Atoll. And one is shallower than the other one, but not by too much. But the one that's shallow is just, you know, pretty much eaten up by coral and growth and everything, whereas the one just not far from it, but slightly deeper is in much better preservation. So, and again, this ship is what, about 200 meters shallower than the other ones we were looking at. So, but the level of incrustation and all that is much greater than we've seen. And yeah, I mean, they're right. I mean, the sea is slowly reclaiming it. And it's interesting, again, you know, this is a, you know, former instrument of war still serving, the, you know, as a home for its new environment. Another thing I'm kind of surprised we have not seen is fuel leaking. Haven't really noticed any of that.
That's absolutely true, and I'm very happy.
I'm happy too.
Happy about that. But I remember Bob said that when he was here in the 90s, he actually found the Atlanta by seeing a slick on the surface.
We have some imagery that was done of satellite imagery done of the sound, and yeah, there was some oil slicks that overlaying with known locations, and
Yeah,
so
down
there's
there.
indication, yeah, they are leaking, but I haven't seen
Might have
anything.
Or it
with,
just fell off. Yeah.
Not to say it isn't, but it's just
I mean,
I
if
haven't
there's a lot of air
noticed it.
pressure inside, maybe.
So this,
Yeah, that too.
This is turret 2 we're looking at,
but
I believe.
what's it?
The forward turret.
Oh, the forward one. Oh yeah, yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Turret 1.
The forwardmost turret, I guess I should say.
It's like the deck right in front and right behind just collapsed.
I looked up at the upper left view, and it appeared to be floating in space.
It'd be interesting to come back here in 20 years and see what it looks like to compare that video.
Imagine the ROVs they'll have then.
Yeah.
Well,
So
20 years from now, you can set the ROV off or set the AUV off from home.
Yeah.
then I'm
Pretty
going to
much.
come up on your tether
Have it
until we
come.
get maybe a little bit further away from the ship. I just don't want the tether to get snagged.
Sounds good. Yep.
So that's a bend in the hull. Huh?
The ship's wardroom would be in the area that is the collapsed area just aft of turret 2. So we noted a kind of a big open area, and that would have been the ship's wardroom
Yeah.
for the officers.
I think you can clearly see here that turret 1 has been squished up
Their
against
guns are
turret
clearly
2.
resting on the turret. You
Yeah.
can clearly see that here.
Getting pressure here to go to Chicago. It may happen.
That would be an interesting thing to compare.
Yep.
You're right.
Say again? I'm not sure. I do have to thrust a little more than I was previously. I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
You could also be in the lee, depending on the direct. Do you have a feel for the direction?
I don't at this. I'm definitely not getting pushed in any direction I want. Everything's just a little slower, but we're also a little tighter on the umbilical just for safety. So.
If anyone's interested listening in, I am reminded of a picture of the sister ship Chicago was in a collision off Mare Island pre-war. And there are some interesting images. You can kind of see the internal structure of the ship. So you can find that in her on our website at the Dictionary of American Naval Ships under Chicago. There are some, in the narrative, there's some pictures of that incident. So if you kind of wanted to get a feel for what the internal structure or layout of the forward part of the Northampton class heavy cruiser is, I invite you to that website. This is the picture.
Oh, wow.
jumpy.
Yeah, Randy just posted a picture of it. It looks like she's in dry dock at that point, or just entering a dry dock. There's some other images that show while it's before it enters the yard, and oh, here comes another one.
That's what you just showed.
Yeah. It's interesting, when the Dictionary of American Naval Fighting Ships were written back in the 70s, the people in charge of what was Naval Historical Center were very reluctant to pose or to mention incidents like this in the ship's history. They didn't want there to be any sort of, the Navy did anything wrong type thing. And Director Cox kind of changed all that. He wants the true story told, good, bad, and ugly. And so when I saw the revised history of this ship a couple of years back, I was really surprised at that, to see how they were able to incorporate, what was pretty much a long lost story. And I think that was you, Randy, that posted those photos on the live feed. Thank you for doing that.
No, we can't learn from history if it's not reported correctly. This vessel didn't take much shell fire. We certainly haven't seen.
The most damage came from the torpedoes.
Torpedoes, yeah.
The critical damage, anyway.
Because we certainly haven't seen the.
I was noticing that
the number
as well.
of
And
shell
again,
impacts.
we're looking at the result of what a long lance torpedo could do, and a crew that knew how to use them. So.
No gunfire damage, yeah.
Another squidworm. Yeah, look at those barnacles just covering that. That's cool.
Certainly, I mean, that's another thing I've noticed, that the cables seem to be the places where.
Yeah.
And I suspect that it's something to flow around it or something.
I think so, and yeah, it seems like anything that's extending off of the wreck out into the current a little more is a really great spot.
Ladders, little ladder sitting there. So this is the bridge, Jonathan says.
Northampton was built by the Bethlehem Steel Company shipyard in Quincy, Massachusetts. Namesake for the USS Quincy. And there's a contingent of citizens in Quincy following this expedition, and they're very happy to see some of the wrecks of the ships that were built in their yard, because this is part of their maritime history as well.
So is it the case that sister ships are built in different yards?
Navy in those days would the Navy yards actually did construction as well, and the Navy would assign some ships to their Navy yards for construction, and then put others out for for tendering by the commercial yards.
Are we
At
looking
that time, the major commercial yards were Bethlehem Steel,
the whole bridge is
Newport
like
News,
Yeah.
and New York
folded up.
Shipbuilding Corporation.
Yeah,
in
kind of
Camden, New
leaning to
Jersey.
starboard.
Looks
Yeah,
like we're
all the
looking into the bridge here
instrument
Yeah.
panels.
from the bottom.
It just
That's
kind of
right.
sheared off and is laying.
See, I'll make my way over there really quick, actually.
Comment is that's
You what?
the radio room and the
Just
radio
chill
equipment
out.
from
I'll
Jonathan.
just hang out there.
Was
I'll-
the radio room in the aft of the bridge? Or?
Yeah.
I'm going to come up a little here just
Right.
so I can scan this backside.
Yep.
I think you're good there.
Although the bell with the ship's name on it was removed,
Yeah, there's the bridge again, right?
I haven't seen any sort of a replacement or any other type of bell on this ship. Wow, look at that.
You're about to
That's a
start
good shot.
stretching out here.
That is spectacular.
All right.
Are you getting a still shot of that?
This is a good one, yeah.
Coming up
All
tight.
right.
We're
I'll
not
come-
quite in view on the...
I'll come down.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm at 10 meter delta. It's just the distance away from me.
Got some on the...
Yeah, you.
Maybe, no, yeah, okay, back up. Let's back up maybe just 7 or 8 meters. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if I need too much just yet. We'll also get this, presumably if we do a central run, let's see, maybe
Yeah.
I can. Okay, yeah, we don't need much, and I'd like to keep us a little stretched. But,
You're not pulling me off yet, but
okay. So
just-
Tess, if I can get you to zoom in too, let's see, maybe we can look in the windows and see if there's anything to see. There's coral in there.
Yeah, grab right out.
New inhabitant.
Oh, wow.
I can't really focus on
Look at all
what's in
these
there.
No
anemones.
worries. There's other views too that are actually getting, seems like they're getting
Look
better
at how
lighting.
dense those anemone colonies are.
Yeah.
Let me activated
That's really
anemones.
Okay, Tess, you can come in.
starting to get a little bit of slack.
Perfect.
It's interesting that most of those anemones are aggregated right on that that part of the structure and not kind of farther down in the water column.
We'll get more shots of that in the next pass, I think, too. Sort of.
I think there's a request if we can zoom in underneath there and see what that equipment.
Underneath the bridge
Yeah.
house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the one with the gauges, I'm presuming.
Right,
huh?
exactly, yeah.
You got it. Right. Us here. I'm coming down. Get it.
Yep. I was
Just my-
watching. You're
my butt.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Bellicle's good.
Lateral out here. All right, Tess, I'm going to get that gauged looking thing here centered up.
Great.
And then you can give it a go.
Great.
Go for it.
Look at this.
Wow.
Here's a little scale laser. Sorry guys, I'll get it framed here just a moment. It's coming back slow.
And maybe if you could pan, see what else might be in there.
Looks like there's something up on the next level.
Okay.
It's like some
Do
sort of a
lasers help
control
you,
panel.
help everybody, or should
No, I don't think we need the lasers.
Okay.
But yeah, if we can look up at the next level there too. Yeah, there we go. Maybe pull out a little. Zoom out. Yeah,
Is that a book?
thank you.
Did I hear someone say, is that a book?
Yeah, right there on the right.
Can you zoom in?
Zoom in if you think it is.
Just there on the right. Maybe not.
Looks like
Whatever,
a plate.
whatever this thing is here.
It almost looks like a compartment bill holder.
Or a big binder.
Yeah. Back in the late 60s, early 70s, Navy actually did recover some binders from the wreck of the Houston at Sunda Strait in Indonesian waters. As well as some of those like rubber office stamps that, you know, say cancel or whatever.
Keep going, please, quickly.
Where?
Just left.
Someone says, why would they have a safe in the radio room? Well, you know, if you want to keep your code book safe and all. That looks like a 1.1.
That's about the edge of the bridge there.
All right.
Okay, Tess.
Thank you. Yeah, come on out.
Okay, gonna back out of here. Continue with the survey.
So a question, do the animals on the wreck like the iron? And is that the reason they're there? And I would guess, Noel, question about the animals on the wreck, if they like the iron. I think it's
Probably
really they like a substrate,
back
but there are bacteria that
the
like
wreck
the iron.
Correct.
Okay,
The bacteria
yeah,
would definitely
Jake,
be
I think we
liking the
can
iron.
move back to our previous position.
The rest of
and
the
we'll step
animals,
to the,
not so much. I think
continue
it's
our
more
regular.
about currents and position in the water column.
Right, and needing a place
Less
to
about the material.
latch onto.
Exactly. Something to grab onto that provides a good home base while the bacteria do the hard work of breaking everything down and recycling it.
That's an interesting bit of trivia from one of our viewers, that Jason Robarts was a surviving crew member from the sinking of the Northampton.
Many of the World War II movies that we watched as younger people, you know, some of the actors, you know, were veterans of the service and served through on some of these ships and went through some of these experiences we've been talking about.
Interesting. Another interesting comment. One of the viewers says that sometimes the code books had covers that had sheets of lead in them. So in case
So when you throw them over the side,
they
they'd sink.
throw overboard, they'd sink.
This document destruction bag. I think we have a couple of those in the collection somewhere.
It's almost like Christmas ornaments on the posts.
It's like part of the gee wires from the stanchion are still in there in that section. So we'll see it again when they go back up.
We're about a third of the way up the port side now.
Yeah, it looks like some of the gee wires are still in place for the safety wires around the deck edge. Bollards. It's like a davit.
Yeah.
Some
Clear above. I can tell.
perihalid basket stars. Oh yeah.
We actually
Those
have a
basket stars.
1941 era captain's gig that would have been type of boat used here in the collection.
That would have been on these davits.
Might be coming in close towards
Catapult.
your
The
bow.
What?
Your
Say what?
bow's coming in close. That looks.
Yeah, to this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're okay. I think we're okay.
Sorry, just the angle of it.
All good. All good. Thank you. Oh, so jumpy.
Wow, that catapult is still on top
Still
of
on
the
the
pedestal.
silo?
Yeah.
So that's what it would have looked like on the other ships if we'd seen them.
Amazed at how narrow it is.
It's cool.
Be sure to get some good stills of this, Noel, please.
Okay.
I'll get
Then
it
if we
framed
oh
up.
great. Thanks. You already know. You're so good. Alright,
Do you want to
so
see
on it.
the connection point, where, like, why this one survived over the others, or is there anything you just wanted to get it?
Just
framed
images
up.
of it, yeah.
Okay.
Just yeah.
I'll get.
The ladder there.
This is
I'll
the
get
only
some
one
close
we've
ones,
seen.
and then maybe if we could back out a tiny bit.
You bet. I'll get lengthwise
Yeah.
from the stern looking forward.
I've got a nice view too in the other ROV mid camera which is nice.
Okay.
Grab some stills on that one too.
Great, great, great. Yeah, I don't have that one, unfortunately.
That's okay.
I guess we could put it up, but probably should.
Coming down.
I know, I'm coming back. I'll make my way back. Oh, that's not as good as I was hoping. It drops out. The images, the angle's not too great.
Yeah.
You got a little bit more room on your tether.
It's okay. I'm going to come back. Maybe I can. Oh. Maybe I can get one looking aft from forward.
Yeah, that could be good.
Let's see. I'll try.
So giant slingshot, you say, Frank?
I can't take credit for that. That was either Megan or was it Layla? Layla. One of them has that honor.
Were they steam powered or?
No, they were. They used a black powder charge.
Oh God.
How did they actually work, though?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, can you describe
Like a
how they
slingshot.
actually work?
Yeah, I mean, you know, a plane needs lift under the wing, and
So
if you can
the
accelerate it
charge
really
fires
quickly.
and it literally slings the plane down the track to get it fast enough to be airborne.
That's
So
ridiculous.
there's no
Yeah.
cable associated with it at all?
And the problem with, again, with this design was these were mounted amidships, and of course it's a major fire hazard. Not only do you have the powder charges, you also have the fuel for the planes. And so that we saw evidence with all of these cruisers when they were hit.
That's all I got for you,
tends to be
Noel. I'm
very
sorry.
devastated by fire, and it literally would cut the ship in two. And you know, after the New Orleans design, the aviation facilities like the hangar and the catapults were removed all the way aft. So if that happened, it wouldn't, cut the ship in two like that. And then later in the war, as radar became improved and the need for aircraft on the ships was diminishing, the facilities and the number of planes carried were reduced as weight compensation, as other systems were added to the ship and needed to maintain stability. But of all the ships we've seen, so of the four cruisers, this is the only kind of catapult that we've actually still seen on on its mount like that.
For folks just tuning in, we're exploring the USS Northampton, heavy cruiser,
Yeah.
sunk
Yeah, we should.
November 30th, 1942.
That's a good point.
We're now...
She was actually damaged on 30 November,
Thanks
but
for
sank
pointing
after
that out,
midnight.
actually.
The next
So
day,
her
yeah.
sinking is credited for 1 December.
1 December, well, we're quite picky there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody has to be.
Exactly. Well, you all
Looks
in the
like your
know.
bow bar. Sorry, your bow
We're
bar.
about halfway down
Thank you.
the
Yeah, thanks so much.
port side, going from bow to stern. And we're still at the
Coming up for you.
airplane catapult,
There you go.
this long horizontal feature, and its pedestal. And this is the first of the 3 wrecks we've explored so far. They all had these pedestals and catapults, but none of the catapults were still resting on the pedestal. This is the first time we've seen that. Yeah, and we will move down to the mud line. There's a request to see the mud line, but we will in our traverse. Each traverse goes down to the mud line.
We have some items that have clearly fallen off the ship and are here on the port side, just off camera. So I'm gonna have to turn around, and at some point we'll go map those as well. Make sure that there's no lines or scary things. Parafila. Here's our mud line and an unfortunate trash pile.
A nice compliment for Frank from one of the viewers.
Oh, look at that. Doesn't that trash make you want to cry?
That was striking how much was on the island as well.
Yeah.
On the mainland. I mean,
Yeah, I noticed that when I went for a walk through Honiara the other day.
it's just all over.
Yeah.
I mean, all these single-use plastics. There's really nowhere to on the island to stash them. Nobody takes them off. So they make their way here.
So one of the viewers comments that the black powder charge was a relatively slow burning mix, and it was the gas that pushed the plane from the slow burn. That makes sense. And the comment is they use similar system in the oil field to set plugs and wells.
So not so much an explosion, but
just
an expansion.
right, create a expanding gas.
There aren't too many float planes from cruisers and battleships that survive. There are a few. There's one on the battleship Alabama and Mobile, and one, I believe, on the North Carolina. Those are Kingfishers.
This big gap in the hull here.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
That looks more like corrosion damage.
Oh, yeah, I'm just looking over to the left. You pan to the left here.
Thank you.
This big gaping hole here. Is it 2 holes? deck hatch. That's
That's,
missing.
I believe, where the aft funnel would have been.
Ah, okay. Yep. All right. So
Yeah,
we're right there.
that hole right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we've got the remains of the boat, or the handling crane that's still attached, you know, kind of falling into the hangar area.
Could we kind of pause on these guns for a minute?
Sure. Here you go.
Get some good imagery.
Wow, look how encrusted that is.
Is that okay?
1 second. Yeah.
Okay, here's number 2.
Great.
I'll come back up. There.
Probably not, because it depends what time. We probably won't have enough time. We have to go back and to pick up. So we'll switch the order. We'll go to fishing, which is
Ooh,
smaller.
we're gonna get
We
both
can
in
do it
there.
for a short period of time.
That'll be
Okay,
cool.
coming right around. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oops.
This is nice.
I overshot a little. But
That's
I can
okay.
push it. Push it a little. Oh, so watch our mics, guys. We got
We're holding.
What's that?
somebody's handling their mic.
Okay. Thanks, Ben.
Okay, coming down. All right, down to the mid. And then we're going to pause. Well, Jake's already paused the ship, so Mike and I are going to rotate around and check out these targets behind.